This really nice lady came in today talking about cars, and it was very nice until she went into that familiar chapter of, let me tell you about my first car. That's when I started to cry because I'd heard it already 4 times today. You know, I like family stories, I like stories about your pets, but I really get tired of the car stories. Heard a lot of them for years and years. Let me tell you about my favorite first car story. I don't have one. I'd rather create your next car story for you with one of my cars. I'd like to sell you one of mine and hear a good story about that experience. That would make me happy. That makes me feel really good.
I got a phone in my car and I'm on the run. I know what it takes to be number one, and I'll be riding high when the day is done. I'm just out here having fun.
I've been buying, selling, and trading classic cars for 40 years. I work here with my beautiful wife, Robin, and we have a great team. Some people call it work, but for us, it's a whole lot more. I'm Ted Vernon, and this is my place, South Beach Classics.
Yeah.
Robin found a 250 SL Mercedes, which is also called the Pagoda, and she also found a slab-sided Chrysler Newport. Not a real valuable car, but it looks like a real nice car. She's found a place on the internet called The Barn, and they've got some nice exotic cars that maybe I could buy, or maybe I could do some horse trading with them. See what happens.
You must be Ted.
You must be Gaston.
Sure am, Gaston Rosato.
Nice to meet you. Rosato?
Yeah.
I think I did business with your dad years ago.
Yes, you did. My father's been in the business over 30 years here in the States with a used car dealer. It wasn't specialty cars. And that's when I decided I want to do specialty cars. We brought my old man on board with his expertise and knowledge, and I mostly focus on the new school way of doing things. We put a lot of efforts in our web presence, whether it be our website, blogs, different platforms on social media. We got a call from Robin. She did a little bit of research online. Our SEO has worked, and she found us.
This is nice. This is an original.
It's being sold, yes, as an original car. It's a 1967 Mercedes 250 SL.
Pagoda.
Pagoda, but keep in mind, 67 is the only year of the 250, which makes this one special. We believe in diversity when it comes to our cars, so we carry a little bit of everything from European, American, English cars. This business is all about is targeting a particular demographic.
The text is nice. It's all good. You got wear, but it's an old car.
Wear and tear, but that's the only thing you can expect from a 1967.
And it runs good.
Flawless. So talk to me, Ted.
I'd like to own this car.
Ted is a smart guy, and he's in the business as well. I have a feeling he's going to shoot me in the high 20s, hopefully a little higher. If that's the case, I think we're way off on the price. My bottom number is probably $40,000, which is already a steal for an original Pagoda.
I'll buy it for 30 grand, 32. That's what I'd like to buy it for. I'm gonna just offer him the money and see what he wants to do. Well, Gaston, I like the car. I'd like to buy the car. We're in the same business, and you know where I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you where I think I can make money. And I would like to buy this car in the low 30s.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not a collector. I'm not buying it to keep it. I want to make money. I think I can sell this car for 40 grand, but it doesn't make sense if I don't make money.
I understand, Ted. Look, I'm asking 45 for the car. I'm definitely willing to negotiate, but I have retail in mind, of course.
If it works for him and it works for me, we're done. No problem. But I don't think he'll take my offers in money because we're both here to make a living. Let's let this one lay for now.
Okay.
And let me look at this Chrysler with you. Maybe there's something I can do on that. It's a very nice car. It's a very straight car.
This is also a very original car.
It is.
It's been repainted to its original color.
It's original.
But as you can see, it has all its trim, all its components are here.
You got the crack in the dash.
That's the original dash.
The original.
On the Chrysler, we're asking $12,000 for it. Bottom line is probably going to be 10.
I would want to buy it for 3 to 4. Maximum I'll pay is 5.
No, 5 grand is definitely not going to cut it. I'm at $12,000 for the car.
So would I. And I would wind up selling it for 10.
I'm coming from, right?
Of course, we're in the same business. We need to do a trade. I want to have something in my store that you want more than these, and then we can make a deal. And I would like to break the ice with you as well, and let's start doing this.
Let's break the ice to start doing some business.
Because I want these cars. And if we can stretch it, I'll do the Porsche as well. When the prices are too high, you can only trade. If there's something I have and he likes it, I will do my very best to make a trade. That's all I can do.
This is pretty much playing out how I thought it would be. We both need to pay wholesale in order to make a profit on these cars. So trading is probably going to be the only option here. I really want to close a deal. I see potential in it. He has a huge inventory. We can pick and choose what we like there. We want to break the ice with Ted and start doing deals and business on a regular basis.
I'll tell you what, the weather in this neighborhood sucks. Raining, my car's getting wet. I promise you when you come to my place, it'll be sunny.
We're in the same neighborhood, Ted. This is South Florida. Unpredictable weather. Can you
Right.
promise me that? Are you sure?
You're right. What do they say down there? If you don't like the weather, move 5 feet.
Exactly.
It's really true. But
Let's give it a shot, though.
done.
you
Later,
there.
brother. Really
Thank you,
nice
Ted.
to see you.
Likewise.
Thank you. It's funny that after doing the car business this long, I'm meeting the next generations. I don't know, they got old, I didn't. I don't get it. Yes, Stan, how are you?
Hi, Ted. How are you?
Didn't I tell you it was nicer in this part of town? I promise you a clear, nice day. Not
on.
like what you gave me.
Come on, Ted. We're in the same town, and we're only a few blocks away.
All I know is when I went to your place, it rained. Here it's dry.
Okay.
Let's try and get a deal
we-
done before it rains. The 3 cars that you have, I like. I like your brother's Porsche, I like the Mercedes Pagoda, and I like the slab-sided Chrysler. If there's something here you like, you know, let's do it.
I see you have a lot of inventory here. You see my style, what kind of cars I like. Let's go straight there.
I want to show you the Bentley I've been driving. That's in the building over here.
We like the Bentleys. We carry the newer, the mid-range, and the older cars. If he has a few of those, I'm willing to take a look at them.
Here's the Bentley I was telling you about. I've been driving this car as my driver until I just bought the convertible last week. And it's a beautiful car.
What
A
year is
California car, by the way. 01.
01. What's the price range on this?
I mean, I got a price at $42.5. Hard money, mid to upper 30s. A lot of car.
A lot of bang for the buck.
Yeah, it is.
What'd you say the mileage was?
The miles are right at 50. This is probably the most likely victim for you. The reason this deal works is because it gets me in the door with him, gets him in the door with me. We can trade. I got a guy I can do business with.
Right now we're looking at the Bentley.
It's an 01 Bentley Arnage red label, but I know it's not worth quite what the Mercedes is worth, and I'd give you a difference. Or I'm just tossing things around in my head.
Yeah.
How about if I gave you my Bentley for the Porsche and the Chrysler?
Porsche and Chrysler.
The Porsche was your brother's driver.
Correct.
He said it was like 18 to 20 grand. And the Chrysler. I'm giving you retail on one and reasonable money on the other.
So those 2 cars for the Bentley.
One shot. I think I have a better shot at selling the Chrysler than you do because of the kind of stuff I sell.
Right.
And I see the merchandise and the quality of what you have. I think the Bentley works better for you.
I really want to make a deal because I want to break the ice. We got to start working together more often.
I'm stepping up, my friend. I want to do the deal, but I'm only doing it in the spirit of saying, okay, you can win this one. Let's make more business. Let's do this. I want to be your source for those kind of cars, and you'll be my source for late models. It works.
I agree.
Done?
We'll shake on it.
Okay, good. I'll send for yours. You can take mine today. I'll get it out of here.
Let's do it.
Fair?
Fair enough for me.
Good. Good. It's the beginning. I'm very pleasantly surprised I got to do a deal with Gaston, and I think it's going to be the first of many.
So this is definitely the beginning of a long relationship. Being so close to one another, Ted and I, we're going to be changing, swapping, selling, buying cars from one another. I'm new school, he's old school, but at the end of the day, we get the job done, and we're going to do a lot of business together.
Tommy, he better be here today because we came 1,500 miles, 24 hours to get here. I gotta find this guy. When was it? How long ago did you talk to him?
Last night we talked. Last night we talked to him. We called him again this morning.
Said he'd meet us out in the parking lot as soon as he seen us pull in.
Right when we pulled in, he see us. I mean, how do you miss that trailer?
Can't.
Every show we go to, everyone knows it's the Embalmer's trailer. How about we deal with Robin? Don't even deal with him.
Much better looking.
She's better looking than him. Let's go.
Deal with Robin.
Me too.
Oh, look at this. Yo, look at this. 67. Look at this.
I remember this. This is when I was a kid. They had me in there.
Man, this is a nice place.
Hey, phone call. Guys, yo, I'm on the phone. What is this?
You didn't see us pull up?
Look, we're waiting for the
You were supposed to meet us outside.
First of all, stand up when you talk to me.
Jeff Organ, nice to meet you.
Oregon?
Oregon.
What brings you
Well,
down
we
here?
traveled down here just to figure we're going to extend out our club.
We're here to get you a chapter.
How many chapters you got?
We've been established in 2009. We have 4 of them. We have Stan right here from the Hudson Valley, New York. He's chapter 1. Chapter 2 is in Long Island. Roger and Roman is out there. Chapter 3 is Paul in Orange County, New York. And our latest chapter is Larry and Lance up in Massachusetts. They have almost 50 members already, and they're doing real well.
You guys do some charitable work too, don't you?
Matter of fact, soon Stan will be going to Maria Ferrera Hospital for Children in Westchester County, New York, and we donate upward of 1,000 to 2,000 depending on the year.
That's important stuff. You know, the whole thing what you're doing is you're getting guys together. You're also raising money for charities. That's what this is about.
You get everybody together, families together, not just guys.
The
We
car
get
people.
together.
Car people. We just had a big thing here, our first car show here.
We read about it on Facebook. How'd you do?
Oh, it's amazing.
What car sells?
Mustangs are my #1 seller, Camaros, pickup trucks, Corvettes, big convertibles. I'm not big on spaghetti cars, you know, the Italian stuff, the Miseratis and the Ferraris. But I got people wanting those cars now.
I can't get in them. I tried one time, I couldn't get in it.
Well, you've been embalmed. You know, it's a little tough for you.
We preserve the classics and eventually the guys that drive them at the Embalmers Car Club. That's what we do. We have a good time. We're family oriented. We get involved with a lot of groups. We go with 30, 40 cars to shows. We support everyone's show locally. We get a lot of people involved. We go all over the place as big groups. It's all about the cars. Always has been.
I like the idea. I like the membership idea. I like it all. But Robin makes the decisions on advertising and all that.
Actually, we came down to see Robin because we know she's the boss. And you gotta love a woman who reads a car manual.
Hi, how are you? I'm Robin.
Jeff Organ from the Embalmers. Nice to meet you.
Embalmers, Embalmers.
You've heard of us?
You're all over social media. You can use the Embalmers in New York, right?
That's correct, out of New York.
You have a website about car shows.
We do a lot of car shows. We got chapters across the country, and that's why we're here.
There was a blog about, what was it? The Nissan Pulsar?
Yes. And it's a tough call for me, but it
You've
was
got a
my
lot of
first car.
traffic,
My
everyone's-
uncle bought it for me, and had flip-up headlights like the Corvette.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Horrible.
My first car was a Nissan pickup truck. My brother's
but
old
you don't-
truck.
You can drive whatever you want.
John, what did you have?
71 Nova SS. 63 Plymouth Sport Fury. 413, 4-speed with cross ram.
Oh, cool.
Wish I still had it.
I got a 29 Ford and I still got it.
All original or?
No, it's changed into a hot rod.
Okay.
Yes,
How long
I-
did it take you to do that?
I'm still doing it.
Awesome.
68 Chevelle. Wish
He's a
I
Chevelle
still
guy.
had
He
it.
still looks like a
Maybe there's
Chevelle
one
guy.
here.
There is one here?
Maybe there's one here I can take home.
What was your first car? I don't even know. I forget.
I had a 1962 Nash Metropolitan.
You're blushing. Why are you blushing? It's just a cutie patootie little car. You were perfect for it.
It's a clown car.
No, that's a cool car for a girl.
I'll tell you the truth, what I did find out today, Ted might be the muscle, but Robin is the boss, and she runs the show. Robin, we're happy to be here, and we thank you for the invite.
Excited. Meet you
But-
guys in person.
We're talking business real quick. We'd like to sell you a chapter for $500.
How do we get started?
We would sell the chapter to you for $500, one-time fee, $100 each year after to renew, and then next year, I heard on your Facebook that you had your first car show last week. We'd love to come help you run that
I
show
need
next
it.
year.
I need it, and I need you guys. I need the car enthusiasts. I need cool guys. I need the help.
You're gonna get it.
And I'd love to sit and chit chat with all you guys. You guys are so cool. But unfortunately, work.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too. You.
Oh, the Polish Prince.
Are you
Get the-
kidding me? He still has the same car. This is a true embalmer right here.
Yeah, that's it. Ted Vernon just joined the Embalmers Car Club. I'll be honest with you, dealing with Ted was good, but dealing with Robin, things really happen. She's got brains, and she's a lot better looking than Ted. That's what this car club needs. Robin brings a brand new look to the Embalmers Car Club. To top the trip off, we've got John Martins taking Ted in our golf cart for a ride around the facility to look at the cars. Awesome ending to a great day. He's a member, they're a chapter, and we're gonna move forward. We have a new member. Hey, you are an embalmer now.
It's right here.
You're an embalmer, man.
We got it.
I'm an embalmer.
Congratulations. I'm so pleased we made the trip, 1,500 miles, to come see Ted and Robin. It was really worth it. South Beach Classics is with the Embalmers Car Club.
My buddy JP called me from Victory Cars, and he said he had a crazy car to show me, and he doesn't waste my time, so I jumped in the car and came up. He's a seller, he's a trader, he's got just outrageous cars, one-of-a-kinds, all kinds of really spectacular cars. Never know with JP. What's up, big guy? I'm good, man. How you doing?
You're good. Looking good.
I'm still good. I'm still breathing. No, I don't want any of that.
You're in my man cave here at the Vanderbunt collection, and I got Mr. Ted Vernon here, and we're going to see if we can make some kind of a deal. I got a very special car for him that I think he's going to fall in love with. I specialize in specialty cars. I like them. I sometimes create them, makes my life interesting. My buyers are mostly for high-dollar recreations. A recreation uses a genuine chassis of that particular car. Like I have a Bentley over here, that's a genuine Bentley. A recreation, it's recreation of a Bentley Le Mans racer. It has a Bentley chassis, a Bentley title, Bentley metal, Bentley engine, transmission, brakes, everything.
I've done a lot of deals with JP over the years. He's had probably more Auburn boat-tail speedsters than anybody. He's got Duesenberg 2s. He's had so many great cars. So what brings me to Fort Lauderdale?
It's called a Bucciali.
Bucciali.
A Bucciali.
Italian?
Yeah, you would think so, but it's actually French. When I got the word of the Bucciali, a friend of mine told me about it, and I'm going like, wow, not everybody may know what this is. And I was wondering maybe even Ted would not recognize what it is, because it's a very, very special car, of which they only made one. The car is so low and a real long nose, and it's one of the first hot rods, so to speak, even though this particular car is a metal recreation of the original car. I know Ted. I know his taste. I just got to convince him of what the potential of this car can really be. And then I think he'll go for it.
Wow. I honestly have never seen a Bucciali. I never heard of one. I sure like the car. I think when JP bought this car, he knew it was a Ted car. Just from the color, the look, the long, the low. Sexy car. What's the motor?
502 Chevy Big Block.
Booch.
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 Yeah, this is the Booch.
This is the Booch.
The original car you can't have. That's millions and millions of dollars. I think he's hot for it. I know him well enough. I see it in his gestures, in his walk, in his eyes, and I think I got him.
So, without taking shots at me, what would you like to do?
This car can do retail $200 to $250 because of what it is. I know you won't pay that.
No.
So how about I knock off $100 grand right there? You know, at 150.
I'm not a 150 player for this car. I'd like to stay in the car business. I really enjoy it.
I saw you pull up in a car that I like.
My car, my Phantom.
Yeah.
I bought the Phantom up because the last Phantom I had, I traded to him.
You know, Ted and I have been dealing a long time. He's got 350 cars on the lot, and he drives up with the Phantom. He knows me. He knows I'll go for that. And your Phantom is worth wholesale 85. I'm saying this is worth 100. Give me 15 G's and let's call it a day.
It's such an oddball car. I do not know who I would sell it to. You can sell 35 Phantoms before you can sell one of these. I'll throw keys, I'll swap you car for car, and I am done.
You want to do it the old-fashioned way, and I'll flip you for...
For 15 grand?
Well, that's a little steep. How about I flip you for 5?
If you win, I have to give you 5 in my car. If I win, we're swapping even.
Yeah.
I could do that. You got a coin?
I don't have my two-headed one here with me. Do
That's
you?
good.
So heads, I win.
I heard
Tails,
that.
oh,
It
you
doesn't
did.
work that
Well,
way.
it's worth a try.
Call it.
Heads.
Tails.
Well, congratulations.
All right, man, that's it. I got myself a Bucciali,
We
and you
did
got my
it again.
Phantom.
We did it again.
We always do. We always do.
Well, I sold the Booch and I got my new Phantom, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I was really hoping I would get a little more money out of the Bucciali. I really do feel it's worth more money, but it still works for both of us. I'm definitely going to try to get him next time. You got the better end of the stick here today.
If I lost the flip, I'd have paid him. Because you notice when he lost, he didn't say a word. This is big boy toys. You don't whine. I am so happy. I want to get in that Booch and drive it home. I just love it. I drove up in a Phantom. I can buy one tomorrow if I want it. And I turned it into a one-of-a-kind car that no one can tell me how much it's worth. It's a tougher sale, but I got a shot to make a lot more money. That's what it's about. After hearing 40 years, literally thousands of first car stories, there's no new ones.
My first car was a 1955 MG TF 1500. For me, I'm real tall, so it was kind of a tight fit. My dad bought it. The deal was it was a mess, it was a wreck. He'd buy it and pay for the materials, and I had to build it. It was a cool car. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
My first car was a 1991 Lumina, four-door, a very special color, but I don't want to talk about that car. I really don't.
My first car was a 1987 Toyota Corolla Coupe, 5-speed. I was 9 years old, believe it or not. Grabbed the car for $100, sold it for $250, made a whopping $100 after all the expenses.
My first car story was a tank. It was a good old Ford Explorer. I'm not the best driver in the world. I can kind of mount Jeeps on top of mailboxes and things like that. My dad wanted to put me in something very protective. I remember the day that they pulled up in front of the high school with a 1991 white Eddie Bauer Ford Explorer. I, of course, did wreck that one.
Is that the one you rolled over?
No, that was the second one.
I don't ask or even want to talk about my first car.
I think Ted's car was probably '67 Camaro.
Probably a Ford, maybe like a Cougar or a Mustang of some sort.
Because it seems like he likes big cars, fast cars.
Ted's first car was a Nash Metropolitan.
Nash Metropolitan. Well, I don't even know what that is.
Wow, a Nash? I guess they were easy to come by. They were probably cheap back then.
Pretty funny, it's such a small car that he actually fits in there.
It's funny that he started with a Nash Metropolitan and now he can drive whatever he wants.
No, I've never had someone come to me and say the first car they had was a Nash, but it was mine. Now I drive a Rolls, I drive a Bentley, I drive big cars. But my first car was a Nash. Bought it for $500, which is all the money I had, and I sold it for $500. I thought I did pretty good. I used it for like 2 years. It's a great car, I still miss it. So I bought this one. Oh no, I'm telling the first car story. You know, if someone came in and told me their first car was a Nash, I'd listen. I sell memories, I sell fun, I sell all this heirloom stuff. If people buy cars after telling me the story, it's all right. But they gotta tell me the story after they buy the car. That's smart. I think I'm gonna make that the rule. I think I'll charge $100 to listen to the first car story, refundable if they buy a car. I like that idea.